Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Disattractions. This is our second take because my audio did not record. Again. Now it is. I see the flashing bars now.
Yeah.
But that's easily frustrated. But today we have a little bit of a special episode for y'all.
We're going to Abu Dhabi, into the deserts of Abu Dhabi, and we're going to be pitching some theme park rides in Abu Dhabi.
You kind of sound like those guys on like those travel things. Like, now we're traveling to Abu Dhabi in the desert. You can find it. Whatever. But yeah,
Man versus food.
Adam Richmond the ride.
Yeah.
Calories. But today, yes, that's kind of what you heard. So this is new information as of right now. Again, this is dated May 20th, 2025. This is news that Disney has now announced their 7th theme park going to be opening up in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. And this is their response, I think, to Epic, at least partially. Because if you somehow don't know, Epic Universe is an attraction or a theme park that's opening up this week, next week. It's opening up real soon. That's Universal's the newest park. I'm sure you probably heard about it, seen some sort of advertisement for it. It's everywhere. And this is Disney's kind of response to that, at least partially of it. And it's a very interesting move for Disney to do, especially since they're not trying to fight the threat on home territory. They're not trying to we're going to boost up all of our parks here in the U.S. because now we have a giant competitor in the U.S. They said, we're actually not going to do that and take our work elsewhere, overseas, which is a very interesting decision. But what do you think about? What do you think about that, Brett?
Oh, we were talking about this the last time we recorded, but it does very much feel like Universal's doing all this cool stuff here. And Disney's like, cool, we're going to do all that cool stuff over here in a place that's going to be hard for you to get to. And it's like, all right, cool. All right, Disney, I guess that's something.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I understand that Abu Dhabi is helping pay for everything. It's being funded by the state. Very similarly to Tokyo Disney Sea, so that's a reason why they're building here. But at the same time, it is a weird look.
It's just very you're not fighting where the main competition is, and I don't know how that's gonna. I mean, it's great for people that live in the area. It's awesome. It's probably gonna boost tourism. It's gonna do. I'm sure it's gonna do well for them, and it's in the best interest of the state to do that. So maybe to make more money and have more tourism to where they are. Again, it's just an interesting move by Disney. This is something I never saw coming. No one saw this coming. It was completely out of left field for the decision. I was thinking they were going to really try to ramp up their production in their U.S. parks, or at least Florida specifically, because that's where the threat. I wouldn't even think they were going to put as much time into Disneyland over in California. I thought it was just going to be mainly, okay, all hands on deck for Florida because now we got a competitor. But
I was just expecting a live action remakes park.
Yeah, at that point, yeah.
Thing.
Maybe this is what Abu Dhabi is going to be, is just live action the theme park.
Mm-hmm. Be bored during the Milan.
So, yeah, and so that's what we're going to be talking about today, is maybe some predictions / kind of what we think we might see out of Abu Dhabi, which is really difficult because if you kind of look on their page online that they have discussing about Abu Dhabi, it kind of just says, we're making Disney entertainment.
Yeah. It's cool.
Nice. When are you not making Disney entertainment? So it's oh, wonderful. You could have just posted a picture of that, and then it could have done the exact same thing instead of paying or typing out this whole entire website saying, we're really committed to adding Disney characters and having food and attractions.
And not paying our taxes.
Yeah, that checks out. But kind of going, again, kind of rediscussing what we already did since this is the second recording. But Disney is in a very, very weird spot right now. And I really do hope, with at least a little bit with this new park, that they really, really try to push through something new here, because they've been doing the same old stuff when it comes to their parks. And the real last actual jaw-dropping thing that I think Disney has done with their parks was Galaxy's Edge. That was like, what's the word, like game-changing, I want to say, because that really was a love project. I'm not a Star Wars fan. I think Star Wars, I've watched the main 6 or the main 3. I don't care if you call it main 6, man. I'm not a nerd. That type of nerd. But that was probably the last thing I think Disney really did that was completely game-changing with their park. And now Epic is coming up with a completely new game changer, and Disney isn't really responding to that at all. Their response to that is putting Cars in Frontierland. What do you think about that?
Look, Cars Frontierland, man.
Is it revolutionary? Yeah, I was like,
it is. Yeah.
I guess you're right. How did they get cars way back in the frontier? I guess it's like time travel?
Disney's rewriting history.
I guess so.
You don't understand. They're truly thinking 3 steps ahead, because they're going to invent time travel, and then when they start to invent time travel, they're going to introduce Mater and Lightning McQueen in the 1700s, so then it'll make sense.
That's crazy.
They did it right now.
All of a sudden, you're going to see like Terminator 2 in the Hall of Presidents.
This is the portrait of Sarah Connor right next to Jimmy Carter.
Wow, we're going to be signing the Bill of Rights.
Oh
my gosh.
4 years ago. I can't. I just said words.
President Nixon just comes up. He's like, "I'll be back."
Mitt Romney comes out and says, "I didn't get elected." The Plupa 42.
Gosh, you're the one who's shoehorning the Plupa 42 every time.
I am. It has to happen.
I guess so. So kind of going on with Abu Dhabi and talking about it, you kind of had a good little tidbit when we were talking about what was probably the number one IP that you'd think they would be adding into an Abu Dhabi park.
Yeah. I think Encanto makes the most sense personally.
I would agree with that. Encanto has done extraordinarily well. And that would just
recently that has done well. And guess what? Disney is an original property.
It was, and obviously time and effort was put into it. Do I have my quarrels with it? Yeah. I'm not.
No, it's not my favorite Disney movie by any means.
It's not bad. It's an enjoyable movie. The music's fun, but it was successful because it was new. They haven't done anything like it. Like, at least they did some things like it, but it was completely new. Mirabelle and Everyone was a completely new thing that people were going to watch, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is a new experience.
Yeah.
And you got money from it. Why don't you keep doing that? Frozen was a new IP back in the day, and that just hit home. Inside Out was a new IP for Pixar a while ago. Same thing. Like, anything that you make new, people are going to be like, wow, it's a new Disney movie coming out. I have to go see that. And you actually make it interesting, it'll work.
There's a thing I've been wanting to like make a video about or essay about at some point called silent billion-dollar movies, which is something that Disney's been doing so well. For instance, the live-action Aladdin made $1 billion worldwide. When is the last time you heard an actual conversation and someone be like, "Man, I really love that live-action Aladdin movie. I watch it all the time." You don't, right? But it made $1 billion.
Yeah.
And there's this weird phenomenon. It's not just a Disney thing, where these movies will make $1 billion and make no impact on cultural consciousness whatsoever. And Disney's been just riding that.
It's like the equivalent to buying a name brand purse or clothes. It's like you're going to go for it because it's named Disney, but then even if it's not good, your money's already gone. It's not like you can return a movie, but
Yeah, yeah. It's so like because what's interesting is there are some of these like top 10 lifetime grosses all time. Number one worldwide is Avatar, followed by Avengers Endgame, followed by Avatar 2. Like those obviously are around cultural consciousness, but you go a little further down here and it's like that live action Beauty and the Beast movie made $1.3 million. Um, Even something like Incredibles 2 made $1.2 billion, but you don't really hear people talk about it that much anymore.
No, it's just the
Um,
first one that
yeah.
people talk about.
Uh, so a lot of these movies do really well because of the love for the first one that's built up over the years. Like it's going to be the same thing with like Lilo and Stitch. Like
Yeah.
the first movie's 25 years old now, and when it came out, it did pretty well. But now it's going to make $1 billion because they've re-released it 25 years later because an entire generation has now
Watched it
seen the
over.
movie
Yeah.
and loves it. Now they want to reintroduce Stitch to like their kids or whatever.
Hmm.
It is kind of like a genius ploy in a way, but like it's creatively pretty bankrupt.
That's what they're doing. This. I mean, we can connect this back to Disney or Disney parks. That's the same thing they're doing in their parks, right?
Yeah,
We see that all the time. We see them bank on nostalgia and bank on something to where it's like it's not even nostalgia at this point, because
yeah,
it's not the same thing. Animation versus live action are two completely different animals. Animate like 2D hand drawn animation takes so much time and effort, and love is obviously poured into it. Not saying live action isn't, but there's a different charm about it. That's what made Lilo and Stitch very well, because it was, you could animate like an alien type thing where going into, like, you could animate that and create its own world around it versus having live action actors and having a 3D model take the place of that, right? Having these 3D models take place of these characters it's not going to work well, because that's not what the medium that was created in. It's a different medium. It's not going to be the same, and so you can't really bank on nostalgia when it's not going to be. You're not going to get the same feeling from it that you did back when you watched it as a kid. Um, and so now you go into a whole different medium. Theme parks. When you're creating a ride, you're really trying to bank on nostalgia. Disney has done this ploy where they're like, well, we're just going to create the movie The Ride. Frozen's a good example of this. It's just Frozen the movie The Ride. Um,
but then it's like that one's so weird because I kind of don't even get the the plot because it's not Frozen. Like it takes place after Frozen, but then it just is Frozen. But then there's some snowmen because like it starts with Olaf being like, "Come join our festival," and then you just hear Elsa sing "Let It Go," and you're like, "Wait, why is this happening right now?"
I guess then no one was at the festival. It was just Elsa in her house, like in her palace. That was it. That was the festival, and then you leave, and then they are holding flowers at the end, and like,
Nothing will ever beat
why
that
do you get
picture.
attacked by the giant snowman?
You should edit it in if you can find it, but nothing will ever beat that picture of us confused on that ride.
Oh yeah, there was. We were so there's this funny back when we were on the college program, we had this day where we were so dead tired. I want to say we were in the park all day. We waited in line for Ratatouille because I never got to go on it. I remember that night. Never got to go on Ratatouille, and I got a button that said "Better luck next time." And then
Yeah,
we
because
went on Frozen because some of our friends wanted ice cream, and so we were like, "No, we're going on ice cream." So we went on Frozen, and we were like, "Yeah, we were so done."
yeah, it was so funny.
But the more you think about it, there's a lot of those rides. I mean, you have Nemo.
Tiana's Adventure is kind of a better version of that ride, but still suffers the same thing.
Yeah, which it kind of sucks because it took away Splash Mountain. I mean, Splash Mountain was one of my favorite rides for all the right reasons. Um,
Mm.
uh, but I haven't been on Tiana's. I can't vouch for it. But I'm also not a big Princess and the Frog fan, so it's eh. But
Yeah, it's good. It's cute. It's fun. It's just like it very much follows a similar thing to Frozen. I just think it's better done. Like
right,
the vibes on it a lot more. It's a lot like more fun to watch.
gotcha.
Yeah.
With
Ride. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
in my favorite rides again, I always say this to everyone I talk to, are the rides that are not based on purely just IP, but how Disney takes on the world around them. So, for example, all the big core rides that you've known at Disney, Pirates of the Caribbean, Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, the Matterhorn. I already said Haunted Mansion, didn't I? You have all of Future World and Epcot before things got changed. You have Maelstrom. You have, again, but there's a cult following for Maelstrom. Living with the Land, Soarin'. I could just go on. Grizzly Bear River Run. I like Grizzly Bear River Run. You have all of these rides that are core Disney rides. They even have their own media spin-offed of them, like Haunted Mansion and Pirates. Haunted Mansion being and Pirates being really good. All just from a ride.
Haunted Mansion movie is awful. Both of them. Oh yeah.
Those are the rides that really hit at home, and that was so special about Disney that Disney's not doing anymore. There was intrigue to go on a ride because it's there's something I don't know about it. Even Expedition Everest, the shirt I'm wearing now, it just is so unique that you can only go to Animal Kingdom in that one location to ever do anything like it.
Yeah, and they never even approached making that a movie, which is interesting.
Which I'm glad they don't. Keep that safe. Like
imagine Chris Pratt plays
Chris Pratt plays the Yeti.
Went to the Himalayas.
Chris Pratt plays the Yeti, dude. Jack Black plays freaking whatever.
Dude, if Jack Black was in it, he would actually be down.
Dude, Jack Black is the Yeti, dude. He'd hit it.
He comes out and he's like, la 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 lava.
Broken track. You're going backwards. Yeah, you're going backwards.
Dude,
yeah.
He would play a Disco Yeti.
He would play Disco Yeti. I am a Disco Yeti. And he turns to the camera. Track. You gonna fix me, Joe Roadie? Huh? That's what I thought. You promised it.
There doesn't seem to be any track, and everyone would say that.
Sorry, this isn't tracking very much.
Remember Stacy?
Yes. What about her?
What happened to Stacy?
Her mom's got it going on.
Oh. Yeah.
Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Okay.
I thought it was a reference if you didn't get it.
Whoa.
What? You good?
Yo.
What?
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought for a minute Stacy, had died, but she hadn't.
Oh, I was like, moving on.
Sorry.
Other than Encanto, because we're talking about Abu Dhabi today, and we've talked nothing about Abu Dhabi. Encanto, what do you see with that? Do you see what they're kind of making in Animal Kingdom, that they're shoehorning into Animal Kingdom? Going over there?
It doesn't have to be animals, though, right?
It doesn't have to be.
The cast of Encanto kisses your dad. No, I'm just kidding.
That's happened multiple times in Disattractions. Someone kissing someone's dad. I remember it was on McDonald's. It's like on the McDonald's episode, you literally said Grimace kissed my dad or something before I cut it off.
Anyway, Encanto. So,
Think of it on the spot.
That's what I'm doing.
As you do that, I'll explain what I kind of went off. My first thought was I would really think it was going to be Marvel or Star Wars somewhat because they're really forward with those two IPs. I would probably side more with Marvel for some reason. I don't know why, because maybe another Star Wars. I'm not too sure. But there's a lot. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just can really shoehorn in, like, they're going to add another Batu, or they're going to make something similar to it. Um, and then, of course, other than Marvel and Star Wars, I'm thinking they're going to bring back Body Wars from Epcot back in 1980.
Honestly, as weird as the world is, that could happen.
Bring back Body Wars?
Yeah.
Bring back Horizons.
Yeah. Horizons? I would cry.
So, from what I know about Abu Dhabi, is that they're pretty keen about technology, from my knowledge of it. Very, very technology focused buildings, cars, stuff around that. It's definitely pretty focused on that. So I wouldn't think it's out of the question that we could see a Future World Epcot type thing. Especially with the mural that was shown of it. It gives Epcot vibes with a little bit of Magic Kingdom in it.
Yeah.
I could see them pulling some sort of a futuristic Epcot Future World. And if they add less IP into it and make it fully technology, then we would just have a good Epcot again over in Abu Dhabi.
Epcot, which is nice, is that it hasn't been entirely tarnished yet.
Neither is Animal Kingdom, in my opinion.
No.
Those are the only two. Those are only
Hollywood
two.
Studios is kind of rough.
Hollywood Studios has been destroyed. Magic Kingdom it's okay. They got rid of they changed up Country Bears, so it's weird now.
Now they're just seeing a whole new world instead of racism. Wait, that's...
I don't know, man. The whole new world's pretty racist to me.
Yeah.
No, but it's Magic Kingdom has always been Magic Kingdom. It was always my least favorite park, so I'm okay about it. I'm okay about the way it is.
I mean, that's kind of always been the park where you just see the characters. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
it makes sense for all that to be that way in the park. Yeah. But Hollywood Studios has changed so much. Why is it called Hollywood Studios anymore?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the movies, really.
The only thing you got going is literally Sunset Boulevard. That's it. That's all you got.
And they'll change that.
And they will. I mean, that's already changing the Muppets. So Aerosmith's not going to even be like red carpet. I guess it can be similar to red carpet, but it's not the same vibe as like actual red carpet Hollywood like rock and roll. It's going to be Muppets rock and roll, which is a little it's different. It's not early Hollywood Studios at that point. And then Tower of Terror, I don't think I don't know what that I don't know if they changed that or not. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
If they get rid of it over in Florida, there's going to be absolute riots.
Yeah. They were already mad about the Guardians change.
Yeah.
People were livid about that when it happened.
But if you get rid of the original one over in Florida, I think people are going to throw a riot. They're going to actually lose sales. So I don't know.
Throwing riots about Muppet Vision right now, as they should be, because that's insane.
So Hollywood Studios is probably not going to be named Hollywood Studios for long. I don't know why California Adventure is still named California Adventure. It has nothing to do with California anymore.
Instead of Epic Universe, they're going to call it Disney's Rad World.
Gosh, dude, that's the new name of the park over in Abu Dhabi. Disney's Rad World, dude. It's Disney's Adventure Park or whatever that was. It was in Paris. I think they're renaming one of their parks to Disney's Adventure Park. Or something. Disney Adventure Park, dude.
Disney's Magical Whimsical Time.
So yeah, what's going to be your actual prediction for what the name of this new Disney park in Abu Dhabi is going to be?
Give us more money.
The park?
Yeah, this is what it's going to be called. I'm going to call it Disney's Magical, Whimsical, Beautiful Time of Fantasy and Escapism Adventure Land.
Disney adults come here.
Yeah.
There's gonna be an influx of Disney adults flying to the Middle East now.
What?
There's gonna be an increase of Disney adults flying to the Middle East now.
Yeah. It's like he goes, JoJo here in the Middle East.
I'm the Tim Tracker, and I'm in the Middle East.
Adam the Woo vlog. All right, guys. Well, today we're in the Middle East.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna say it has gonna be something Kingdom in it because I feel like that's all kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It might be Disneyland or Disney. It could be Disneyland Abu Dhabi. It literally could just be that.
Yeah.
Tokyo Disney, Disneyland Paris.
Like they just had to do it's a sequel.
You think Disneyland 2?
Yeah.
It's the same exact park, but it's just over in Abu Dhabi.
It's like the Krusty Krab 2.
Yeah. And then literally it's like, why did you want to make a second Krusty Krab? I like money. Like, it's literally the exact same thing, dude.
What if they built Disneyland right next to Disneyland?
They have no space to do that, but they just buy up a whole bunch of hotels and just place a whole, like, all the hotel space that's around the park.
They bulldoze Sunset Boulevard and build a Disneyland.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's I now thinking about it, I was like, oh, it might be created for a title, but I literally probably think it's like, oh, it's Disneyland Abu Dhabi. It could literally just be that.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, okay, that's good.
The Encanto ride could be a drop tower, I think.
Encanto ride could be a drop tower.
Yeah, but like more for kids. I think you could go up and down the house and like play different music, and then like the music the house will dance to.
All right, yeah, that'd be fun.
I think it'd be fun, and it would like to the different songs. So like you could be like "Surface Pressure" or whatever that song is, and you're like.
That is that right reaction to have when it comes to Encanto.
Why didn't I go? Don't talk about Bruno. Why did
I know you went to the. I don't even know that name of that one.
So it could go. We don't talk about Bruno, and like like the notes chorus side with coincide. Corn's inside. Okay. Guys, I need to go to a speech therapist. Anyways,
I don't even know what that is.
They help you speak.
Team speak.
Yeah.
That might be a fun idea. I'm trying to think of something related to that to follow that up with. But kind of going back, you have the Disney naming system is probably probably the worst names you could ever come up with parks. You think about it. I mean, you have Disneyland, that makes sense. Walt Disney World's okay. Epcot is really unique and really cool. Hollywood Studios, and before MGM Studios, And then you just have like stuff like Animal Kingdom, and then you have like Magic Kingdom, and then you just have like Kingdom, and then you over here you have, oh, it's Disneyland Paris. Oh, wow. Then you have Disneyland Tokyo. Oh, wow. Disney Tokyo Sea. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Then you have Disneyland Shanghai. Oh, that's really creative. Like all their names of their parks are actually really bland, pretty much. Well, like I think Epcot's probably the best named Disney park. Would you agree with that? It's actually an acronym, and it flings off the tongue. Epcot. It just spits out the tongue real well. But Epcot. It's an acronym. That's really what Walt wanted the original idea of the park to be, an experimental prototype community of tomorrow, like we all know. And it works. That's a really good name. I feel like Tokyo Disney, Disneyland Paris, Disneyland Shanghai, and now Disneyland Abu Dhabi, or whatever they're going to make it, come up with better names. I don't know. You're a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Universal with that same issue. Epic Universe is
Epic sucks.
The worst name for a theme park I've ever heard.
Epic
like the park looks great, but that's a terrible name for a theme park.
that park should have been open. That name should have been opened up in like 2010. Like it would have been like, oh, that's so epic.
Exactly. And I mean, to be fair, they were starting to develop that park in 2010, so I guess
I could still think they could change the name to something where it's like,
yeah, like come on. I mean, like they have a How to Train Your Dragon section, and that movie came out in 2010.
Yeah.
So like obviously they changed stuff.
because I'm trying to like picture what else could be a better name for Epic Universe. Again, like I would have to think about it.
I think Portal.
Nice.
Awesome. Portal awesomeness is terrible. Honestly, they could have just called it Celestial Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say though that Celestial Park, why are all these random IPs placed in Celestial Park? I would be like, that's kind of weird. Epic Universe does consume everything that's like, oh, it's so generic. They're all so epic.
Yeah.
Celestial Park is like probably would be one of my favorite places in that park, not only because it's a completely new idea. That's not an IP, but they use that to explain how to get to other portals, to other parts of the park. There's form. Huh?
It's kind of what you've been asking for Disney.
Yeah. Have a reason to where your IPs are at.
Yeah. And even then, like, even the Dark Universe section, like, those are new takes on those characters.
Exactly. They're whole new worlds built out. Super Nintendo World is like, they're really well-made IP zones. I mean, it's just like having a whole bunch of...
Yeah.
It's having a whole bunch of Batu, a whole bunch of Galaxy's Edge. Everywhere. They're just galaxy edging all over everything.
They could just do something completely wild and be like the Black Cauldron experience.
It'd be wild just to have that, or something to the point where it's like something similar to that, like an actual Chicken Little ride, or they're actually gonna do like a Disney Channel section. It's like, what?
Well, my thing, I wonder if we'll get something that's incredibly bizarre that gets pitched because for some reason it's really big in Dubai. Not Dubai, sorry, Abu Dhabi.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like, we have an entire section for American Dragon Jake Long because it's like a super popular show in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Like, well, all right.
All right.
Like, you never know.
All of a sudden, Parrot King's his own section because it's like the biggest thing in Abu Dhabi.
Dave the Barbarian.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
But yeah, those I guess are at least my thoughts about the Abu Dhabi park, and I'm kind of using this this podcast as an excuse to talk about the state of Disney as well, because Disney right now is in this weird zone where it doesn't know what it wants to be, and Universal has their plan, and so I'm hoping Disney will step up and actually realize what company they want to be and be like, yes, let's go for that.
Disney, please make a good park.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. Have some...
Just make Epic Universe again. Literally the same exact park.
Literally. I'm still hopeful that the core Disney is still there. I really think it is. It just needs to have some better guidance and management. Because even Imagineers, I've talked to a few and I know a couple of them are leaving because again the creative process for what they're going through is not what it should be.
Yeah,
it's more focused on greed rather than creative. I'm not saying that those companies shouldn't be looking to turn a profit, because they're companies. That's what they're going to do.
Well, the thing is, they can turn a profit by embracing creativity, too.
Yeah.
That should be the biggest takeaway.
Like the Minecraft movie.
Yeah. It's the most creative movie of all time. The Minecraft movie.
Somehow it was so dumb that it was creative enough to make enough money.
Yeah. I guess you could say that.
It had a vision. They can say that more than Disney can.
It certainly had a vision. I'll give you that one.
But yeah, let us know your thoughts about what Disney's doing over in Abu Dhabi. Um, is that a good decision for them, or do you think it's a bad decision?
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, are you gonna go, or are we gonna all do a group trip down to Abu Dhabi together?
Yeah, let's go.
Um,
All the boys headed out to Abu Dhabi.
exactly. Let us know what you think of the state of the theme park business as a whole, and let us know what you'd like to see out of Disney and what you'd like to see maybe more out of Universal.
And let me know what your favorite iCarly episode is.
Yeah. I bye.